So I decided to do a 30-day carnivore reset challenge. What is this, you ask? Well, it's basically a very animal-based diet, even more so than the keto diet, where the focus is on clean animal proteins, very few, if any, vegetables, fruits, honeys, or raw dairy. And there's lots of different levels to this, so I'm not going to claim to be an expert in the carnivore diet, but I am going to go over in this video what my plans are for the next 30 days for a carnivore reset. Now, if you are not new to my channel, then you're probably wondering, Lindsay, why in the world are you talking about a carnivore diet when you typically talk about social media marketing, email marketing, how to build a business online? Well, I wanted to do this video, one, because it's a journey that I'm embarking on for the next 30 days, and I want to document it for myself, and I also wanted to share it with anybody else out there who's maybe heard of the carnivore diet or is considering the carnivore diet, and you're wondering how to prepare, what to expect, and where to even begin. So the first thing I did was I have devoured, pun intended, devoured this book by Paul Saladino called The Carnivore Code. And this gives you all of the scientific reasoning behind why the carnivore diet can be so good for especially people that are dealing with diabetes, with inflammation, with autoimmune disorders, how kind of eliminating a lot of the processed foods and toxins in our environment can really help to reset the body. And then you can figure out what kind of things that you can add back in. So why did I decide to do this? Well, I'm kind of hoping that I lose a little weight along the way, mostly because I'll be cutting out all refined grains, processed carbs, sugars, all of those things. But also because over the last couple years, as I've gotten to the age of 40 and beyond, I've noticed that I have a little bit more brain fog, more fatigue, more inflammation, difficulty with releasing belly fat when I gain it. And so I'm really hoping to figure out what kinds of food in my diet are causing all those things to occur so that I can really eat the best possible nutrition for me, for my diet, and for my body. The other reason I decided to do this is that about probably a little over a year ago, my husband and I did a ketogenic diet for a few months, and I felt amazing. However, we did fall off of that diet, incorporated back in, pastas, breads, beer, wine, all those things, as well as this time around, I wanted to have something that was a little bit more clean. So I noticed with keto that we were, adding a lot of cream cheese to make sauces, almond flours. There's a lot of leeway for snacks and treats in a ketogenic diet if you want to do that. And so I was giving myself all of the opportunities to do those things. Where with this carnivore reset for the next 30 days, this challenge, it's really going to be getting more back to basics. Now, we are still going to include raw dairy in our diet because what we've noticed is that we can really tolerate raw dairy very well. We started drinking raw dairy milk and eating raw dairy cheeses and sour creams about 6 or 7 months ago, and it's been amazing to see how well our children have tolerated it. My daughter deals with quite a bit of eczema in the winter months, and this year was the first year since she's been born that we had no eczema flare-ups the entire season. Now, this isn't medical advice. I'm not a doctor, but it was just our personal experience, and so we want to continue to include raw dairy into our diet. As well as we will be eating, we did buy a grass-fed, grass-finished cow, half a cow last year. We're getting another one of those in a few weeks. And so we will have grass-fed, grass-finished beef to eat. We'll get pastured chicken. We'll have eggs from our friends who run Edison Farms and have the most beautiful organic, pasture-raised, free-range chickens that I've been to their farm, watch them wander around, eating the grubs in the grass. Happy chickens. And pastured pork, and then the raw dairy. So, and it's all by all of our meat and our eggs from small producers, local farms, as local as we can possibly get. And we really, really, really do notice a difference in the quality and how we feel when we eat the food and the taste of the food. So because we haven't been really eating a strict ketogenic diet for the past year now, there were some things that I needed to take into consideration that I've read about in books, as well as found out from other carnivore, doctors and people on YouTube about what to do to make sure that you don't suffer from a bunch of carbohydrate withdrawals, that you don't have a lot of painful keto flu symptoms in the beginning, and that you're getting the correct vitamins and minerals that you need. So the first thing is that if you've been eating a pretty hefty carbohydrate diet, there's something called the keto flu. And I remember this from the first time we did keto. Fatigue, nausea, headaches, leg cramps, just generally feeling for the first probably 5 to 7 days of doing keto. And that's because my electrolyte levels were off. So this time around, I did find these incredible electrolytes that I stocked up on. From a company called Elemental. Funny joke. I was calling it LMNT for about a week before I heard someone on YouTube call it Elemental. And I was like, oh, well, that's much better named. So also, I bought this huge box of these. So Elemental, if you're watching, I did not ask for your trial sample pack, and I would love to try your mango chili, your chocolate, and your lemon habanero flavors, because I'm scared to order a whole box of them without trying them first. But I am loving all of these. In fact, I think grapefruit is my absolute favorite. What is really amazing about this product is that you simply just add this to your water. You've got 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 60 milligrams of magnesium. There's a little stevia in here. It is quite salty, so I mix it in about 24 ounces of water and then add ice to like a big just metal shaker water bottle. And I drink this in the morning. And I really, really, really like this. I'm drinking it ahead of schedule just to make sure that I can build up my electrolyte balance so that as we go through this carnivore diet, I'm not going to have those keto flu symptoms. The other thing is make sure to get some good quality salt. A lot of people talk about Redmond's real salt. We happen to have a bunch of pink Himalayan salt in our house, but you will need to increase your salt intake when you're going to do that strict carnivore diet. Putting that on your meat is also going to help you to not experience those kind of keto flu symptoms. Now this one's a hard one for me. One of the things that they say with the carnivore diet is that you really want to eat nose to tail of the animal, because that ensures that if you're not eating plants and you're not getting vitamins from plants, you'll be able to get all the vitamins and minerals you actually need from eating nose to tail. Things like the liver, the collagen, the spleen, the pancreas, the kidneys, all are very, very nutrient, vitamin dense. And so you really should be eating all of those on a carnivore diet. Now, we have the cow coming, and last time around, we fed the liver, the heart, inadvertently the tongue because Milo snatched it off of our countertop. But we fed all of those organs to him. He was thrilled. He loved it. This time around, we're getting them again, and I am going to attempt to eat them, but as of right now, I am not a liver person. So what I did is I went ahead and I bought these beef organs encapsulated. And I was really nervous. I was like, is I going to have liver burps? But no liver burps. Just make sure you take them with food. So they have liver, heart, kidney, pancreas, spleen, and trace minerals in here. So this is everything you need to be getting all of those nutrients from eating carnivore if you're not going to eat nose to tail or you're just not ready for it like me. The last thing we did, and I'll actually, I'll put a video I'll upload it to shorts. We made our own beef tallow this past weekend, which was really, really fun. We took the leaf fat from the cow, which is like the fat, I think, along the stomach area. We rendered it down. I show you how to do it in the video, and it turned into a beautiful beef tallow. this is going to be absolutely perfect for cooking with, cooking our eggs, cooking our steaks, cooking whatever it is that we are going to cook from our animal products over the next month. But you do not want to be cooking with canola oils, vegetable oils. You really don't want to be eating those when you're eating a carnivore diet. They're not part of the carnivore diet. So being able to cook with the beef tallow, or if you have pork fat, that's another great option as well. And they do have a really nice heat point too. So you're not going to be like it's not gonna be smoking you out of the kitchen. Okay, so today is day 1 of this great carnivore reset. I am going to take progress, photos, and videos. I will document as I'm going through this challenge behind the scenes, what I'm eating, what we're cooking, so that at the end, I can tell you whether or not this helped improve my fatigue, reduce inflammation, help me sleep better, lose weight, all of the things. I'll give you every detail about what these 30 days felt like. And then if it's something that you decide you want to give yourself a try, then I will hopefully have some menu ideas and meal ideas for you that you can try through that 30-day video. So stay tuned on this channel. And if you've tried the carnivore or a ketogenic diet before, I know this can get a little heated. People feel very passionately about how they eat, but I'd love to hear below how your experience was. Keep it friendly, keep it PG, and I'll see you in the next video.